Listen, your financial breakthrough, it doesn't begin the day that the money arrives. It begins the day that your life starts quietly changing in ways that most people overlook. Now, if these things have been happening to you, you may be closer than you realize. Now, you stop feeling desperate for your breakthrough all of a sudden, right? It's like you become more patient. You don't mind waiting. You stop chasing, okay? You're not desperate anymore. It's like the peace, it replaces the panic. It's like you have this inner knowing. You have this inner feeling that something is about to happen. You can feel it, can't you? That's powerful. Okay. Now you're closer than you realize. Here's why. You naturally become more productive with your time. Just all of a sudden, you don't waste your time anymore. You guard your attention and you don't mind saying no right now. Okay. Because you realize that when it comes to people can become the biggest distraction and they can take your focus off what you truly desire. And what you focus on, that is what is creating your reality right now. That's why you're focused on wealth. That's why you're focused on abundance. You're focused on your desires right now, right? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why, okay? Your biggest fear is suddenly feels smaller than your future all of a sudden. It's like you think less about failure and you think more about possibility right now, right? It's like your courage, it begins replacing the hesitation. You're not hesitating anymore. You don't mind stepping out of your comfort zone and trying something different right now, right? I'm telling you, when you do that, you get different results. It's like you're throwing different things into the loop. A lot of people are stuck in that loop and they don't know how to get out of that loop, right? But right now you're just doing different things, okay? You're believing different. Your faith is different. It's like your visualizations are different right now, right? You're seeing it. You're seeing that wealthy version of yourself right now, right? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. You stop trying to convince people to believe in your vision. It's like you explain less and you build more and you just let the time speak. You just let what you're doing, you let your manifestations speak. Right now you're moving in silence. You're not telling people, hey, look, man, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. I'm about to win the lottery right now. At this point in time, you're moving like that. You're moving in silence right now, right? I'm telling you, the results will speak for themselves, okay? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. You naturally become curious instead of jealous all of a sudden. It's like right now you ask better questions. You observe successful people right now and you just study instead of comparing. See, a lot of people out here, they compare their journeys. They compare their lives to other people, right? They're looking at other people's houses. They're looking at other people's cars and people get jealous, right? People become envious, but those things are starting to disappear out of you. They're starting to fade away. You're no longer jealous of other people's lives anymore because you already know your time is coming. You already know you are about to shine. This is your season, okay? This is your confirmation. This is your season, all right? Now you're closer than you think. Here's why. You begin noticing how much potential surrounds you every single day. You see it in conversations. You notice it just in problems that people have. And it's like you can already see how to solve problems. And you see it in skills. Okay. You just see it in different people. People can be like, they can speak and you see so much potential in people. You see so much possibility out here every single day, right? Now I'm telling you, you're closer than you think. Here's why. Your attention starts moving towards building instead of consuming, okay? Right now, you're thinking about creating. Right now, you're thinking about learning. Right now, you're just thinking about improving. You're thinking about becoming the greatest version of yourself every single day, right? It's like your mind. It's just focused on expansion. It's focused on elevation right now. It's focused on your desires right now, okay? I'm telling you, that's the reality that you are creating, okay? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. You begin walking away from things that drain you, okay? You walk away from negative conversations. You walk away from pointless arguments, okay? It's like you walk away from constant distractions. And a lot of the times, I'm telling you, these are tests that you will go through. It's like the universe will test you hard right before your financial breakthrough happens, okay? So look at everything, every single day as a test, okay? Be like, man, if somebody cuts you off in traffic, am I being tested right here? Am I going to let this person take my energy down? Am I going to try to get right in front of them and cut them off because they cut me off? Or am I going to just let this test go? Am I going to just stay calm, cool, and collective? I'm telling you, You're just being tested, all right? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. You suddenly become uncomfortable just staying the same, staying in that loop. You're uncomfortable with your old habits. They're starting to bother you, right? And you're uncomfortable with the excuses that just lower your power or lower your frequency, okay? Right now you're catching those excuses. If you try to make an excuse, you're catching it. If you see someone else make an excuse, you're catching it, right? It's like growth right now, it just feels necessary. Expansion, it feels like something that you have to do right now, right? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. You stop waiting for the perfect timing all of a sudden, right? And you just take small action. You're taking inspired action. You're taking steps right now because at this point in time, you're trusting the process. And right now, you're not overthinking anymore. You're not overanalyzing situations. You're starting to realize that nothing starts perfect. As long as you start right now, you become perfect in time, right? Right? Now, I'm telling you, you're closer than you think. Here's why. Your decisions begin matching the future that you want. You're practicing better spending. You're practicing better habits. You're just practicing better priorities right now. You're putting your priorities that just match the future wealthy version of yourself, okay? Right now, I'm telling you, it's like you're on this elevator and you are headed to the top floor, and that top floor is success. It's abundance, okay? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. You begin respecting small victories, okay? You're respecting tiny improvements. You're respecting and appreciating daily consistency. Just quiet progress, okay? You're starting to learn that small steps build momentum, okay? And as long as you got momentum, it means you're moving forward, okay? You're not standing in one place anymore, okay? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. You notice yourself thinking long term without forcing it, okay? You're thinking about down the road. You're thinking about months ahead. You're thinking about years ahead. And it's like you're thinking about legacy instead of survival. You know, right now, things that you do in this present moment, it creates that momentum. It creates that reality. It creates that life that you desire, okay? As long as you continue to move in that direction, that is the reality that is being created right now as we speak, okay? And we're talking about success. We're talking about abundance. We're talking about just wealth, okay? Financial freedom, okay? That's what we are talking about, all right? Now, look. You're closer than you think. Here's why. You become harder to discourage. All of a sudden, criticism, it affects you less, okay? You don't care what people have to say. You don't care about their little comments. You don't care about that little hate, right? You just don't care. It's like when it comes to doubt, okay? People will try to just speak doubt around you, or you may have doubt in your own mind, okay? But it's starting to lose its grip. Doubt doesn't bother you anymore. It's like you recover faster right now. You're realizing that doubt that tries to creep into your mind is just your own logical mind trying to keep you in the same space, okay? Or if someone has doubt around you, okay, they try to put doubt and disbelief in your subconscious mind, you notice it right away, okay? You don't let that affect you anymore, okay? You continue to believe, you're continuing to move forward, right? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. You stop believing every setback is permanent, okay? Now, when it comes to the delays, they don't shake you anymore. Failure, it's like it teaches you, right? I see they're cutting on the siren right now, right? So I'm telling you, when the siren comes on, things like that, pay attention to what's going on in your surroundings, because a lot of the times that can be the universe telling you, pay attention right now, okay? Now, it's like right now, you keep moving, okay? You're not letting anything keep you in the same place anymore. You're moving, right? That's what you have to continue to do. Move. Even if you don't see anything happening right now, trust me, things are happening in the background right now. The gears are turning, the gears are moving, okay? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. Your standards quietly become higher, okay? It's like right now, you just want better relationships. You want to be in better environments. You want better opportunities, okay? You're no longer settling for the things that the older version used to settle for, okay? You just want expansion. You want bigger and better things in your life right now, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, because I'm telling you, that is what is manifesting, okay? Keep your desires on a high level. Keep your standards on that high level, okay? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. You stop asking if you're capable. Okay, you ask how, you ask when. It's like you just ask what's next right now, because you already know that you can handle it. You already feel that there's nothing that you can't conquer right now, right? I'm telling you, that's because this wealthy version of yourself that you see in your imagination, that is what you are becoming every single day. Okay, don't stop for nothing, because that's what's happening. All right, now you're closer than you think. Here's why. Your daily routine starts changing without you planning it. Okay, it's like you're starting to have earlier mornings, okay, more productive mornings. You're starting to have just better discipline in your life. You're more intentional with your habits, with things that you're doing right now. You're noticing habits that hold you back. Okay, right now you're replacing those bad habits, those unhealthy habits. You're replacing them with better habits right now. Okay, and your discipline is starting to just get on a whole nother level right now, and you're starting to apply a lot of consistency. All right. Now you're closer to your breakthrough than you think. Here's why. It's like you begin protecting your peace like it's very, very valuable right now. You want less chaos. You want less drama in your life. You just want more clarity. You want to be around other people that are focused, other people that just constantly raise the vibration and the frequency, right? You don't want to be around all that drama and people talking about the job and just low vibrational conversations. You find yourself kind of getting away from those things, right? I'm telling you, that's a major sign. That is a major sign. Now you're closer than you think. Here's why. You notice yourself making decisions with confidence instead of fear. You're making faster choices, okay? And right now, those choices that you're making, it's way less regret. You don't have any regret of what the choices that you're making right now. It's like right now, you just trust yourself more. You're trusting your intuition. You're trusting that voice in your head that's saying, this is the right decision right now. You're just trusting your gut, okay? That's powerful, okay? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. You become less interested in looking successful and more interested in becoming successful. Okay, this is big, because right now you're practicing quiet work. You're practicing private growth right now, and you are just believing, and you're creating long-term results right now. You don't need that instant gratification. You don't need to look like you're a millionaire right now, because inside you feel like a millionaire. You already know that you are becoming that millionaire, okay? You don't care about just having all these luxury things and watches and jewelry and riding around with the big luxury cars right now. That stuff doesn't impress you anymore, okay? Because you already know the life that you're creating right now, okay? Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. You realize your breakthrough may already be in motion. You can feel it, right? Because your mindset is changing, okay? You are adopting that abundant mindset right now. Your habits are changing. Your habits are starting to match the future wealthy version of yourself that you are becoming right now. Your direction is changing, okay? Your direction is headed towards the life you desire. You see it in your mind. You stay focused on it. That is the life right now that is manifesting. Okay, it is starting to happen. All right, and you can say things right now. It's happening right now. Why am I so wealthy? You can use your affirmations. Okay, this is very, very important. You have to have that positive self-talk all the time. This is very, very important. Okay, now check it out. You're closer than you think. Okay, here's why. You quietly realize you're no longer waiting for your future. You're preparing for it right now, right? It's like you're getting ready for it. The universe is testing you in so many ways, and you're passing all of these tests. You're becoming the greatest version of yourself. It's like right now you think differently, okay? You're thinking like your future wealthy version of yourself. Right now, you're moving differently. You're moving like the future wealthy version of yourself. And at this point in time, you just expect more from yourself, right? I'm telling you, these are the things that's happening in your life right now, okay? Because I'm telling you, you are moving towards that life right now. Now, you're closer than you think. Here's why. You begin feeling more excited about who you are becoming than what you're escaping, okay? It's like your future. It motivates you, and growth, it just becomes addictive, right? You're addicted to becoming the greatest version of yourself. You're addicted to the change right now, because the progress that you're making, it feels rewarding, doesn't it? It just feels good to keep on changing, to keep on just evolution, okay, to keep on becoming the greatest version of yourself. It just feels great every time you make progress every day. Every time you get up and you just make you run or you exercise, okay, it's like you just feel so grateful for that, right? Telling you, give yourself a pat on the back, congratulate yourself, because you are becoming that future wealthy version of yourself right now. You're closer than you think. Here's why. It's like you stop hoping that your life will change and you begin expecting it to change. This is because your confidence, it has become quieter, okay? Your confidence level is on a whole nother level because you know that it's about to change. You're expecting it right now, right? Your belief, it has become way stronger. Okay, it's on a whole nother level right now. And deep down, you know something is getting closer. You know that it's about to happen. You have to trust that inner intuition because your higher self can see every single timeline, okay? And your higher self is helping to guide you towards the life you desire. That's why you see it. That's why you feel it. That's why you're like, I know that it's about to happen, okay? Now, I just wanted to make this video. I'm over here on the west side of Chicago today. I am at a park called La Folly Park, all right? This is a park that I used to be around when I was a teenager and stuff like that. So I just like to visit places that I have been, you know. It just brings back, to me, it just brings back that timeline, all right? The smell of the air over here, you know, I'm constantly getting deja vu over here. You know, I just wanted to make this video right here, okay? Now, thank you so much for tuning into Millionaire Mindset, where everything happens in divine time by divine design, but you are the divine design. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment on this video, and hype this video up. Until the next video, Millionaire Mindset signing off.